Good morning and welcome to another segment of Books and Beyond, an update with Bossard Library. Today we're going to talk about many of the library services that we provide, some upcoming programs, and more. Stay tuned. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for another segment of Books and Beyond, an update with Bossard Library. Today I'm very pleased to share with you about some of the past programs we've had and some of the upcoming programs we have scheduled for you at your public library. To get started this morning, I wanted to share with you about a celebration we held this past weekend, National Take Your Child to the Library Day. Now, this is, again, a national initiative held on February 2nd of each year. And this year, we had a special guest, Clifford the Big Red Dog. And you'll see here from these pictures how much fun we had playing games and welcoming Clifford to the library. It also happened that this was also Groundhog Day. So we also did some shadow puppet shows. You'll see some crafts here pictured. We did 2 different crafts with attendees. As you can see here, they can make this neat shadow craft and then the Happy Groundhog Day craft. So we not only had Clifford the Big Red Dog, but we also did a play with Groundhog Day as well. So there was music. Always at the library, we're always big, of course, on storytelling. People could take selfies with Clifford. And we had an artist there, Valerie Thomas, of the local artisan shop, who actually did silhouette drawings of those children in attendance. And we were very fortunate to have Linda Sigizamunde, Rio's own professor, who came and did a shadow puppet show for us as well. So we kind of did a play on both things, Groundhog Day and National Take Your Child to the Library Day. And a little bit about this special day here, I'll refer to my notes here on part of this, but National Take Your Child to the Library Day actually encourages families to do just that, to bring their children to the library to see what all is provided. And this was an initiative that was launched in 2011 by librarians from Connecticut in conjunction with an artist as well in that area. And it's really a grassroots effort. And so we at Bossard Library have been commemorating this for several years with these special fun activities for families. So hopefully next year, if you didn't get to attend this year, you'll be able to next year. And as I mentioned, the whole goal is to get people into the library, families and children, and it gives these families and children an opportunity to see what the library provides. So this year we did a library scavenger hunt as well, and people that participated actually got to go around and find just that, different activities and different services that we provide. So it was a really fun chance for them to earn a prize by learning what we offer to them. I want to go over some upcoming programs now with you. The first one is our Teen Anime Day that's coming up. And many people may wonder what exactly is anime. And it's a style of Japanese film and television animation. And typically that's aimed at adults, but also teens as well. And so this Friday, February the 8th, we're going to actually have our Teen Anime Day. And we'll watch The Blue Exorcist and try new Japanese candy. So it really is bringing in that anime element to our teen programming. So teens are invited to that event. The next event we have on our schedule is adult coloring. And I've spoke about our Color Me Happy adult programming event before. This will be held this Saturday, February the 9th, starting at 10 until noon. And if you're not able to make this session, just remember that this event is held on a monthly basis at the library. And what it basically entails is members of the public get together. You have to be 18 or older. And we provide, as you'll see here in the graphic, these intricate coloring, the intricate drawings that people can actually go in and color. And we have a variety for them to choose from. So as you can see, the designs are pretty detailed. And we furnish all of the supplies, the coloring pencils you'll need, the actual coloring sheets. So you'll come in and listen to soothing music. We have refreshments for you, but it's a great time of socialization. So I speak about this often when I come on Books and Beyond, because we really want to raise the attendance at that. It's very steadily attended. We have some people that attend about every session we have. Again, that's on a monthly basis, typically on a Saturday from 10 to noon. So this Saturday is no exception. Make sure you take some time to attend Color Me Happy Adult Coloring. Coming up also, we have on Tuesdays, I want to remind all of our listeners that on Tuesdays we offer yoga. And we offer that not only at 10 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, but also at 6 in the evening. And the goal with that is to accommodate those who are working through the day. And if you work evening shift, you could come to that morning session. Also children in school at that time during the day typically. So it really offers adults 2 chances on Tuesday to experience a yoga class. And again, we just believe that that's very important for a healthy mind, healthy body. And many may wonder, how does the library fit into offering yoga classes? Well, public libraries are not only about the book and the written word and all these programs we're discussing, but also how we can enrich your life. And so we very much believe in providing engaging, enriching programs to the public to better enhance your quality of life here in southeastern Ohio. Coming up here soon, we have our Valentine's Story Time. That'll be next Monday. And we invite families to come in with children ages 3 to 6 for this fun time. It starts at 10 o'clock. And we'll do special Valentine programming with people attend that event. Okay, we have our Teen Book Club also coming up here later in the month. I'm going to refer to my notes here again on this one because it will be a spotlight of City of Bones. Now, many of you have either read that book or you maybe have watched the movie. Well, that day you're going to get a chance to actually do both because we're going to show the movie, City of Bones, but also discuss the book as part of our Teen Book Club. So again, this is ages 13 through 19. And we not only do those kind of activities, movie maybe sometimes, but book discussion, but our Teen Book Club coordinator also provides refreshments for those that attend and also other fun activities such as like crafting for that age, games for that age. So if you are a teen or you know of a teen who would like to get involved in book discussion group and activities, we ask that a permission slip be on file just because of the fact we do serve refreshments and want to make sure everything's covered in that way. But it's very short and we just require that form, but then you'll be all set to attend our Teen Book Club. And again, that's February 16th on that Saturday starting at 1:15. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is our French City Writers Guild. So for those of you who are or know of someone who is a budding writer, maybe they like to write poetry, prose, maybe they're working on a novel, short story, what have you. If you would like to bring that to the French City Writers Guild, we have several sessions of this. This particular one that will be held on February 21st is for all ages. Now, we also have sessions at times that are for adults only because more mature themes may be discussed. But at this particular one on the 21st, it will be for all ages. So basically what happens is interested writers come together and they share what they've written and they can critique that with one another, get ideas on how that can be improved or enhanced. Also, maybe you're not a writer and you're just interested in listening to what other people have written or and want to comment on that. It's a great time to get started in writing to network with others who are involved in that. So that's our French City Writers Guild. And to participate in that, we have information on our website. And again, the next session of that is February 21st. Okay. Really pleased to announce a program and partnership we have with Holzer Health Systems. We have a dietitian from Holzer who will be coming to the library coming up later in the month. Holzer dietitian Mara Pinot will offer 4 different soups. It'll be a taste testing. She'll show you how to prepare these soups and provide a recipe leaflet for you. So that's later in the month in February. So stay tuned for more information about that on our website and also our Facebook page. But again, that goes back to providing enriching programming for those in our community. So make sure you attend that Healthy Soups little workshop there for you where you'll get to sample soups for the winter and also take some home, some valuable recipes. Now I'd like to talk about some other programs we have, and that is Story Walk. And I believe we have a graphic for that. And this month, our January title, and also again this month in February, is A Loud Winter's Nap. And it's really important to just stop by, enjoy the gardens and grounds of the French Art Colony, and read this with your family. And as you look at the cover there, of the graphic of the book cover, little snippet for you there. Every year, Tortoise sleeps through winter. He assumes he isn't missing much. However, his friends are determined to prove otherwise. So if you want to learn what happens to the tortoise in this story, I encourage you to go to the grounds of the French Art Colony on 1st Avenue in Gallipolis and walk the grounds there, and you'll walk frame to frame to read the story Loud Winter's Nap. And so this is a great way for families to connect, to get outside, to enjoy a love of reading. Now in March we'll feature another title. Due to the weather, we kept the same title in there for January and February, so it might be a little sketchy people being able to get in there. But in March you'll see a new title, so on my next visit hopefully I'll be able to share a new title with you. I'm really excited about our adult winter reading program. So on the graphic here, and we'll leave this up as you'll see it describes it, but I'll talk to you a little bit about adult winter reading. Now each year we have an adult winter reading program. And the purpose of this is to encourage a love of reading through the cold winter months, but also to give you an opportunity to earn prizes while reading. Now, in the reverse of that, in the summertime, we have a children's and youth services summer reading program, whereby children and teens can earn prizes for reading all summer long. And that'll be no exception. We'll have that this summer as well. And getting back to our adult winter reading program, you'll see the theme is Explore New Worlds. And the reason we chose this theme is because, remember, in 2019, Bossard Library will be all about the space program. And we're so excited, as I've mentioned on previous visits, this fall, starting in September, that'll run through early January 2020, we will be bringing the awesome exhibit, Space, Your Journey to the Future, to Bossard Library. This exhibit is of Smithsonian quality. It's in collaboration with NASA. There's going to be a lot of nice features. It's very interactive. And a lot of times you would have to travel hours to see an exhibit of this quality, plus pay an admission fee in many cases. Well, Bossard Library is going to be bringing this to our residents through your tax dollars at work. We're going to be bringing this to Bossard Library in September with no admission charge. Again, this exhibit is a very high caliber. I've been working hard on some of the logistics of getting that here to you. And it's going to be about 5,000 square feet. For those who attended Bodies Revealed exhibit in 2016, it'll be about that same size exhibit. And again, very interactive. And a little teaser I'll give you about that. There will be a centrifuge as part of this exhibit where exhibit goers will actually get the chance to lie on their back and pedal just like you would a bicycle to get this to move, to really show you interactivity on some of the things that happen and interactive in space. So make sure you make plans. We'll open up the reservations a little later in the year for that. So Space, A Journey to Your Future will open up in September. So that's why, as I'm getting back to the adult winter reading program, that is why the theme is Explore New Worlds. For our summer reading theme, it will be A Universe of Stories. So we'll have all kinds of programs. On a future visit, I'll explain what we're going to do for our children on June 22nd. We're actually going to have a space camp for children and youth in our area as part of our summer reading program. So more details on that on a future visit. Just kind of want you to have those things in mind going forward. So back to our winter reading program. Again, this is for adults. This actually started back on January the 7th, and this program will run through April the 1st. So you will have a chance. It's not too late to sign up for this now. It offers you, as an adult, the opportunity to win prizes by reading your favorite books. So if participants read 5 books, you will win your choice of either an emergency charger for your device, their logo and branded up with Bossard Library, or you'll win a Bossard Library book bag. So if you check out a lot of books from the library, that's very handy to have that. So, and then for every book that you read, you will earn a ticket for a chance to win one of 5 themed baskets that we'll have. Those will be on display at the library within the next week or so, and you'll be able to enter your tickets in for what basket you would like to win, up to a maximum of 25 tickets. So it's very exciting. They're very neat themed baskets, and I'm not going to tell you what they are because I want you to come into the library to see what those would be and for you to participate in the adult winter reading program. Each basket, I will tell you, contains items worth up to $75. So it's very much worth it for you to come in and begin reading in these winter months. I want to point out that only books and audiobooks borrowed from Bossard Library can be used toward this program. So just make sure you're borrowing those from Bossard Library through either coming in and printing out the official physical book, or you can also use digital books that you check out from the Ohio Digital Library or from Hoopla. So that brings me to another point I want to bring up. Another service that we provide is our digital archives. And you'll see here, and as I'm speaking about that, I just want to kind of give you a synopsis of what you'll see when you actually go on our website. You'll go under the genealogy area because it is a historical way to search, a means to search. And this was a project that Bossard Library invested in about a little over a year ago. And these digital archives are amazing to use. I just used them the other day to help a patron with a question they had. They needed to know a specific date and proof of that. So I was able to, even from the comfort of my own home, to go on and look up that particular information, share it with the patron, and get them the help that they needed. So the digital archives of Bossard Library, we have contracted to have the Gallipolice, Gallia County newspapers digitized from as far back as the late 1800s. So with very few gaps in between, we have those all digitized through 2017. So perhaps you just want to go back and look up a stat from high school. Perhaps you want to look up an obituary for genealogical research you're doing. Or maybe you just want to look up an old wedding photo or when a certain event happened in Gallia County. These digital archives are searchable now through this digitization project that the library has undergone and continues to undergo. As going forward, we will continue to digitize the Gallipolice, Daily Tribune, and Sunday Times Sentinel. So it's very helpful. I've used it to help a lot of patrons and just used it personally. I'll warn you though, it's one of those things that once you get started, it's hard to get stopped because you think, oh, I want to look this up, or I remember when this happened, let's go back and look at that. We know that in our area we see a lot of students researching the Silver Bridge disaster. So from the comfort of your own home or anywhere with an internet connection, you can, through our website, bossardlibrary.org, you can access the digital archives and do that research you need to do and recall fast facts. So very important. I'll give you another example. I was asked probably about a year ago if I could find information on when our local radio station had a fire, because the station did not have those records at that time. So I was able to use the digital archives that I just showed you, that portal, to be able to go on and look that up just by looking. As you can see here, you can search for people, places, or events, and you can put in your dates. Now up in the upper right hand corner, you'll see advanced search. Again, you can go to that area, and when you click there, you'll be able to even narrow down your search even further. You can say any of these words or all of these words and really narrow that down so you get less search results to help you pinpoint what you're looking for. You can crop the article out, you can print it, you can email it to someone, so it's just a great tool to use. So if you weren't aware of our digital archives, it's a wonderful tool to use both in business, both in your personal life, and as you're doing research about Gallia County or just curious about something that's happened in Gallia County. So that's our digital archives. If you need any assistance with that, you can contact our library's reference department. And I'll give you that number. It's easy to remember, 740-446-READ. Okay, so that should be easy for you, our listeners, to remember. Okay, a few other points I want to make in our closing here 10 minutes or so is just remind you of some of the services that we provide. There is a stigma that many people think libraries are just for going in and doing that research paper, or just going in to read a classic, or for those reasons. And while that still holds true, and we're still very much in the business of meeting your needs in those ways and encourage that type of reading, it's important for listeners to remember that we also have bestsellers. We order thousands of dollars of books per month to add to the collection, as we're always trying to make our collection current. If there's a book that you're interested in reading that we do not have, we will interlibrary loan that book, and that's a fancy way of saying we'll borrow it from another library for you, or we might purchase that book for the collection on your behalf. That way, if you're interested in it, there might be other patrons who are interested in it. So please make sure you turn to your library for all your reading needs, bestsellers, classics, as you're doing research, and both fiction, nonfiction. Maybe you're a mystery reader or Christian fiction, sci-fi. We have all of those needs met for you. So just make sure you use your library card to access those. I talked about internet access for the digital archives, how that's important. Maybe you do not have internet access in your home. Maybe it's that you don't have broadband where you live. You're in those last mile areas that we know exist in our county. Or maybe it's an economic reason, maybe geographic is why you don't have internet access. Having said that, you can come into the library using your library card and use our public access computers to be able to have free access to the internet. So you can copy, print, maybe work on that resume or apply for that job, or just maybe make some connections through email. So our public access computers are available with internet capability. Speaking of internet access, and I've spoken about this several times on the program, is our Wi-Fi to go. And I just wanted to remind you that with your library card, adults can use their library card to check out mobile hotspots. So this is actually internet to go is how you can think of that, because you can use these mobile hotspots to connect up to 15 devices for internet access for a period of 2 weeks in your home, as long as you have cellular service available, meaning you have the towers and the infrastructure that you can get a signal to use this hotspot. It's free for you to use for 2 weeks, again, in the comfort of your own home, as you're traveling for business and what have you. So as long as you're within the United States, but we encourage you to come in and check out a mobile hotspot. Now, I will tell you there's quite a large hold list because we see the demand is so great in Gallia County for internet access. Typically, there's about 250 people on that wait list, but we do have 100 of these mobile hotspots. It's a major investment that our board and administration have made because we see the need in the county for equitable, adequate internet access. So when referring to that program, it's known as Wi-Fi to go. The next thing I wanted to mention or remind you is we're in those cold winter months, but a few days ago it was almost spring-like, so please remember that we do have bicycles that adults can check out with their library card, including a trike bike for those that have stability issues or maybe balance issues. We do now have a trike bike in our fleet for you to be able to borrow if you just prefer that style of bike, or maybe your needs would be better met through the trike bike. Speaking of being in those winter months, if you're interested in checking out board games from the library, you can use your library card to check out board games. We have not only your classic, but some of your newer board games. Maybe you've decided not to purchase some of those because you want to see what it's like to play those first. Well, here's your chance. You can check those out with your library card, see if you enjoy them. You might choose to check those out on your own card and play with your family on a cold winter night or a weekend. So lots of board games at the library when you come in to check out. I mentioned the importance of our genealogy and history department. That's where you'll find the online digital archives. But on our webpage, there's many other genealogical resources that you can use. And not to mention, if you come into the library, we have a whole room dedicated to local history and genealogy. So we actually have microfilm readers, viewer scanners for you to look at the microfilm. Again, remember, a lot of this is digitized now in terms of our newspapers, so makes it much easier to do your searching, not only at the library but also at home. But a lot of our physical copies you'll need to come into the library for. Our genealogical room is open. In my last few minutes I have here, just a couple of things I wanted to run through quickly. We still have many in our community who are not comfortable operating a computer or maybe their smartphone, tablet, those type of devices. Remember, your library does have the Tech Tutor program that you can book a one-on-one session with a library staff member who will, in a very friendly way, sit down with you and help you with your device. We do ask that you sign a waiver that, because we're going to be dealing with your device maybe, that you absolve us from anything considering what might happen when we're using your device. But it's a very friendly program, and that will come in and one-on-one we will help you learn how to navigate the internet, learn how to establish an email address, or it could be something as using your smartphone. So reach out to us at the library for all of your Tech Tutor needs. So lastly, I just want to invite you to go onto our website, our Facebook page, and the library to know everything that's going on at Bossard Library. There's so much more that I didn't have time to cover today. I'll have to catch in another visit, but just make sure you check out the website at bossardlibrary.org for all of your library and programming needs. I'll see you next time. Thank you.